And sometimes you don't realize it until you discover your soul's calling. Then you go, oh my God, what was I thinking? I was like, I'm a different person now. And when you follow your soul's calling and you open up to spirit and allow the divine to express itself in and as and through you as perfection, all of a sudden it's like you become awake, you wake up, you become aware. You reach that level of consciousness where it's not a matter of right or wrong, it's a matter of what feels good for not only me, but for the highest good of all involved. And so sometimes you got to wake up. And we should call this Wake Up Tuesday.
Wake Up Tuesdays.
Because we're here to wake you up to your higher calling, to who you are as a unique expression.
As Reverend Michael Beckworth says, this kind of awareness can be an awakening. It's an awakener. Sometimes even pain, even the ego can really wake you up to say, whoa, I really ran myself 75 miles an hour into a brick wall, metaphorically, because my ego was so charged. I had a meeting this week that my ego got triggered. There was a great fear and sadness. There's a situation going on in my life right now that is quite surprising and unwelcome, and has brought a lot of pain and anxiety for myself and my family. And we're just like, whoa. And all of a sudden I was there in this meeting and my ego just kicked in. There was someone was pushing against something that I said. My ego just kicked in, and it was what's the spiritual term? It was a shit show.
Yeah.
Because I was following there. I was defensive. I had an inner sense of criticism. Okay. And then I also then got to judge myself. Took some time to get away from it. So this is when this and something subtler, that you're in the throngs of that humanville.
Yeah.
So let's go through a couple more. There's just a few. We've got, the attachment to outcomes. It has to work this way. This is the job I want. This is the set I want. This is the musician I want. I am attached to it happening this way and this way only. It's ego.
Yeah, and if you're attached to things happening a certain way, you're not open to infinite possibilities, infinite intelligence to bring you the right people, places, things, for you to be able to get the vision out there and to be able to be successful at it. And by successful, I mean you're creating something that feels good, that's affecting everybody. It's lifting everybody up. I lift myself up and I lift all those up around me. And that comes from a higher awareness. That comes from you connecting with your soul essence of who you are as a unique individualized expression of the infinite. And if you block that, if you just, nope, I got to do this way. I know I've been going through some challenges lately with this whole thing, where I've been doing something a certain way with my coaching business, and I wasn't open to allowing spirit to reveal to me what it is that I'm called to do here. Why am I here? What's my purpose in life? And what I thought was my purpose, and it was at that time, it's changing. And I'm allowing spirit through this class that I'm taking, a visioning class, which we do often in a circle. I'm open to just allowing spirit to guide me into this new calling that feels good. It's a higher calling, and basically I was working off of ego before. I want to do this, let me build my Facebook following so I can, have a huge following and be an influencer and all of this stuff. And it's like, that's not who I am.
Well, part of that is also the interpretation we give, the evaluation we give to what we observe going on. There are plenty of people, Rich, who would just love to do what it is that you've been doing with your marketing and our funnels and all of that. It's just not your calling.
Yeah.
There's not you can either get in alignment and bring a feeling tone of joy to that, or move into that direction of something that brings more of a sense of well-being, a vibration that really works for you, that really vibrates highly and brings a sense of joy. But if it's bringing a constant mental chatter, again, we're talking about ego or a fear of loss. Oh, okay, I've got to have this many followers or else it's not valuable. It's not a fear of loss. That's ego.
Yeah.
Or I've got to have 19 million followers because then I know I'll have succeeded and I'm special. A need for approval. Again, ego.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, but okay. So let's say you're a director or you're a conductor at a symphony. You have a divine desire and a creative point of view that extends from your divine desire. Can you listen to the sections and the section leaders? Absolutely. When it comes down to it, having that quiet comfort of peace of knowing the direction that you're going in, you're the one that gets to make the calls. That's your job. It's not conducting by committee. It's not directing a film by committee. There are certainly tons of people involved, all kinds of people involved. But when it comes down to it, we all have our own job to do. There are human steps that we take. Our job, the task side, that's our job. How we approach it, the spiritual side of how we approach our tasks, is that expansiveness, that freedom, recognizing we're also in a place of free will and we get to make a choice.
Yeah.
Are you making a choice from creativity, from expansiveness, from alignment, from balance? Or are you making a choice from fear, doubt, and worry?
Yeah.
And what Rich and I recommend is that you're welcome to make the choice, of course. We're recommending going with your highest and best good. We're recommending that we take the time to know how to get to our soul's calling, get to that higher power. Yeah, I mean, even like I told you, I had the meeting that I just completely went south. I immediately went to prayer.
Yeah.
I actually stopped the meeting. I said, you know what? I love you all dearly, and I need to back away and go back to prayer.
Yeah. Yeah. One of the things I was thinking of, Dean, while you were talking there, was that when you're in alignment with your soul's calling rather than the ego calling,
Yes,
it seems to me, or my experiences are, that everything starts to flow just naturally. And why wouldn't it? Because you're in alignment with the love intelligence of the universe. You're in alignment with who knows me better than the creator of my life, God, divine presence, the infinite filmmaker, if you want to, go with my metaphor. Who knows me better? Nobody knows me better than infinite intelligence. So infinite intelligence, knowing me, who I am, the qualities that I have, the desires that I have, the talents that I have, the different aspects of myself. Nobody knows. I may think I know myself, but infinite intelligence knows me more than even I know myself. So when I'm in alignment with my soul calling, and I know when I'm in alignment with my soul calling because everything seems to just flow naturally for me. Things start opening up, doors opening up. You're in alignment with your essence of who you are as a spiritual being living a physical experience. Now, when I work from ego, all of a sudden I have these blocks and things that start falling apart on me. But what do you do, Dean? And here's my question for you. What do you do when you're working on a project and everything keeps falling apart, but you keep pushing and pushing and pushing? Is that like you, with the ego, trying to make it happen? Or do you back off, let go, let God, and allow spirit to to reveal to you what your calling is. And this whole thing that I'm doing right now with the visioning process, it's all about that. It's all about what is what is the first step of the visioning process? How I'm supposed to
What
be
is
doing it.
God's Spirit's highest calling?
What is Spirit's highest calling for me? And when things just weren't working out with the way I was creating my coaching business, I had to stop and go, what is God's highest calling for me as a filmmaker, as a coach, as a husband, as a father? What is God's highest calling for me so that I can work in harmony with the universe, with Spirit, with the divine presence? And all of a sudden you start getting the answers. And it comes as a vision for you. It comes as a feeling, a gut feeling. It comes as an idea. And it also comes as things falling into place. The right people, places, and things start showing up for you. And you're going, I think I'm in alignment with my soul's calling. And when you're not in alignment with your soul's calling, you're going to find resistance. There's no resistance in the mind of the infinite filmmaker. It doesn't say, I'm just going to open up and give all of my good to this person and not to this person, or I'm going to withhold this. It doesn't withhold anything. We're withholding it because we're focused on our ego and not on our soul's calling. Who am I? Why am I here? What is my purpose in life? I'm sure you guys, as creators in the entertainment business, have asked yourself this a million times, especially when you hit a roadblock. You're going, am I doing the right thing? Well, how do you know you're doing the right thing? You go into prayer. You come to New Thought Tuesdays and ask us to do some work with you, and you figure it out. You allow Spirit to reveal to you your true calling, your true essence of who you are. As a filmmaker, a writer, an actor, performer.
And this is what we do. I mean, people hire us to take them through these processes so that we can help them answer their own questions of what's what. I mean, but to answer your earlier question about, the value of the ego, or when have I used ego and what happens when you use the ego, I must say, there have been plenty of times in my life when I have used my ego to accomplish tasks that required a lot of what I call Midwestern farmers' work ethic. I pushed, I shoved, I got to get it done, got to do it right, got to do it now. Yeah. Okay, great. I accomplished the tasks. Fabulous.
But did it come with ease and grace?
It did not come with ease and grace. And our point is, it can come with ease and grace. It does not have to be like a major pushing your face through a glass window to get something accomplished. There is a point of view, an alignment, and a balance. And that's why it's so important to know what the ego is, so you can really get the nuance of, ooh. I'll tell you, when I was having the meeting, I really was quite centered and quite aligned. And all of a sudden, I modeled some behavior that hooked in with a fear that I had in store, deep within myself, and it came up. And I was completely taken aback by it. And the ego was at play because fear was at play.
Yeah.
Like, okay. And now I use my spiritual practice and my tools to gain a sense of balance. I absolutely, and I called attention to it. I said, hey guys, please know, I'm just covering up a lot of really pent up rage right now. I didn't realize it was there, but it's there. And I'm just masking it right now. I need to get off and go into a quiet place and really deal with this. And this is so unusual. This has never happened to me before in my career, but the rage was huge because the fear
was huge. Yeah.
The fear was unlike I've had. It came out of left field, dealing with some stuff that has been brought onto my doorstep, not particularly prepared on a human not at all prepared on a human standpoint to deal with it. I'm only available to deal with it from a spiritual standpoint.
Yeah.
So that's how we use these tools. Recognize what's going on, use the tools that you need to use in order to identify your unity, your oneness, let go of the appearances,
Yeah.
and move forward in grace. In
Yeah.
grace.
Yeah.
And if you want to hire Rich or hire myself, this is what we do for a living.
Yeah.
We deal in these spiritual principles and we help people live their highest and best lives. Now, we do it from a different point of view, perhaps, or a different brand, if you will, but we do it from a place of love
Mm.
and fun. So we're also available. We're spiritual guns for hire.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. And you can reach me at theinfinitefilmmaker.com.
Yep.
Rich at, no, what is it? Support at theinfinitefilmmaker.com. And Dean, how do they reach you?
Dean at deanregan.com, and the website is deanregan.com.
Yeah. So just keep in touch. Follow us every Tuesday. Come on into our little community here and woke up to your soul's
We
calling.
are
Wake up to your soul's calling.
We are awakenings. Yes. Okay.
Take care. Bye.